So,
We're
Geeter,
good.
while we have you here, and George said that we could kind of kill two birds with one stone. First, we could fix whatever beef or squash the beef. I feel like we've accomplished that. What'd you think about the way the Lakers played last night against Houston, and on a night where it wasn't LeBron, Luka, and Austin Reeves? It was Gabe Vincent. It was Dorian Finney-Smith. What'd you think about that performance last night?
I just want to say before I get into that performance, I do have beef with someone that's planning for when Morales is gone. I don't like that. I don't know who we're talking about, but
they're on the other side of the building. But they're
here.
Okay.
Well, I'm not happy about that. But I do love that question. You know what? I kind of liked last night's win because it wasn't about the big three. I think to be a great team or a team that can go deep in the playoffs, you got to have other guys step up because, I mean, listen, man, that Houston Rockets team is impressive to me. Young, fast, long, athletic. Like, they got three premier wing defenders. Their job was to take away LeBron, Luka, and AR the best they can, let other guys beat you. And for Gabe and Dorian Finney-Smith at 12 threes between them, showed me a lot about them.
George, we got Geeter here. I know you said let's kill two birds with one stone, so let's start talking Lakers. What do you got?
I want to know if you had to pick, Geeter, and I'm going to put you under the gun here. Which team would you like to see in the first round?
Ooh. I think the NBA and for fans, Warriors, Lakers in the 4-5. But I think as a fan of the Lakers, give me Memphis if you can.
Yeah, I agree.
Give me Memphis if you can. Listen, there are no easy draws. And I did notice last time we always have Memphis's number, but it was different. Remember, we used to have AD and Max. AD would kill Triple J. And Jaren Jackson Jr. is a problem for sure. He's a matchup nightmare. Lakers got kind of lucky that he foul trouble in that first half. But I would take them just because of the way they're playing right now over anybody else. I think the Clippers in Minnesota are scary in the 7-8. I think Warriors-Lakers would be all-time. Denver, anybody in the first round's crazy. So if I had to, pick one team that I think you're definitely favored against and you're going to beat, it would have to be Memphis.
What was your level of surprise when Memphis fired their head coach, Taylor Jenkins, who's had a lot of success there with literally less than 10 games in the season?
It's so weird to me, and this is what always sucks. Like, if you've ever even coached just at, a juniors level or something, it's like when you win, you're the greatest, and when things aren't going great, let's just put all the accountability on that one person and we'll punt. But to do it 10 games before the season ends makes no sense to me. We talked a lot about it in our pregame show, actually, with Derek Fisher and Big Game, and everyone was kind of blown away and baffled. I mean, just 2 years ago, we're hailing him as coach of the year. Fish was literally just doing a podcast and they were talking about what a great, developer and talent that he is. So for him to get fired, it just smelled like there was something they're not telling us. And that's okay. You don't have to be, upright and honest with us, but it just didn't smell right for me. I thought it was BS, to be honest with you.
Chris Geeter McGee is here on Sedano and Cap, and Geeter is talking a little bit of Lakers after squashing a beef. Geeter, do you think the Lakers are clicking right now? In other words, last week they lost that game to Chicago. I was worried about the after effects of that, yet they came back and beat Memphis. They came back last night and beat Houston, so they're beating playoff caliber teams. But they're just kind of grinding out these wins. What do you think it's going to take to get them to get really playoff ready?
Yeah, that's a good question about clicking. I pouted like a child after the Bulls game because the fan in me came out. I fortunately was not working. I did not have to be a professional. I may have had a couple of drinks, and when I was watching, I got really upset, and I was ready to punt the rest of the season. I acted like an absolute spoiled baby, but I was so impressed with the way they bounced back in Memphis and Houston. I don't know. I'm not going to say they're clicking yet, like ready for the playoffs, and they're going to make this huge run, but they have shown me enough that I know they're capable. But I also keep going back. I know Trudell's talked a lot about this with you guys. It's like Rui and LeBron not at 100% does make this team different. And when those guys are right and LeBron starts showing you like he did on the defensive end last night, then I start to think, okay, they're starting to click defensively. This team can make a huge run. So I'm not sure they're there yet, Cappy, but but they're real close. They're real close.
All right, you hear that, George? Very close.
George,
Geeter. We're close, George. George, we're close. I'm not saying we're there yet, George, but we're close.
Geeter, it's good to have you back, man. It's good to have you back.
It is, isn't it?
It is.
Man, this just feels right.
It does feel right.
Geeter, did you contact Morales when he was in the hospital and near death after his fourth stroke?
He didn't.
No, but I did on Instagram. I definitely was, the heart did things and comment yes, but I should have reached out for sure.
Probably.
I was a little late to that whole thing. Actually, know that was going down until he posted.
I know.
And I should have reached out, absolutely. But I take accountability for that. That's on me. I want to give him a huge hug when I see him.
Okay, not too tight though, because we don't want any.
Yeah. And hopefully the response is working. Work on that.
Hey, I'll tell you right now, Geeter, you give him a big hug, we'll know right there and then whether or not the schwanz is working. That I know.
That's really the key to the whole thing. I mean, if that's working, we're
that should be a promo, but I don't know if it can be, honestly. Geeter, we love you.
Yeah, appreciate you, man.
Love
Thanks.
you guys.
See ya.
So much
thanks
love.
for having me back.
Rack Geeter, rack him. Rack Geeter.
He wants to know if your schwanz works, and I think that is the question that a lot of people are asking.
You think
today.
that's the question Southern California is thinking?
Yes, I do.
Inquiring minds want to know.
Yeah.